That video man's with us.
I think it might have when I was switching back and forth.
Okay.
Get ready to turn up the volume and light up the...
But it did play. Yes, the video did play. The audio didn't. So we'll be able to talk about it.
Ready to turn up the volume and light up the stage. Blue Highway Fest is thrilled to introduce a spectacular new event for 2024. The Blue Highway Fest Rising Stars Challenge. Calling all artists and bands, this is your chance to shine at one of the most amazing bluegrass festivals of the year. The IBMA voted Blue Highway Fest Event of the Year in 2023. Submit 2 of your best video performances, 1 cover and 1 original, and let our esteemed panel of judges and fans across the globe see your talent. 7 finalists will be selected by our judges and won by you through online voting as the People's Choice. Hurry up, the deadline for submissions is midnight, September 1st, 2024. Don't miss out. Mark your calendars. Finalists will be unveiled at noon on September 15th. Each will battle it out through exhilarating elimination rounds on October 9th and 10th. Winners will score a recording session at Hat Creek, exclusive coaching by Virginia Country Music Hall of Fame member Wayne Taylor, a national record release, and live performances at iconic venues. Imagine yourself here on the Bullet Park stage at Blue Highway Fest 2024, where stars are born. This could be you. Join us at Blue Highway Fest Rising Stars Challenge. Apply now and take your first step towards becoming a legend.
All right, so we're going to try this again.
Yeah.
But we are on the road, of course, at the Big Cherry Brewing Company in Big Stone Gap, Virginia. We're going to be talking about the Rising Stars Challenge for the Blue Highway Fest 2024 tonight. And we also have the Bluegrass Connection here with us. I guess we're the
Bluegrass
we're
Connection.
we're the dynamic duo.
Here we are, live in the flesh.
Live in the flesh. And of course, with us, we always got to bring our buddy Wayne Taylor.
Smile for the camera, Wayne.
The man, the myth, the legend. And with that, we have Mr. Larry Roberts, the one who keeps us all in check in an organized, unorganized manner.
We do the best we can with what we got.
Yeah.
That's right.
He does his best with all of us. He's got a tough job.
It is. Somebody's got to do
We're
it.
like his little children.
He's wrangling all his minions.
That's it.
So, I know with our production man here that we've got tonight played us a video before the live started. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Go ahead.
Well, that video was alluding to the Rising Star Challenge at Blue Highway Fest this year. It's something new we're trying. And we want to encourage everybody. I said this the other night, I think at the down home maybe, whether you're good or not. We want you to sign up. We want you to come and enjoy things because this is not something, I mean, it could be something to enhance your career, but it's something that we want everybody to come and be a part of and enjoy. And just, you can go to the Blue Highway page, or not Blue Highway Fest page, and find all the info to enter. But come and be a part of this thing. It's something that it includes a lot of different things. It includes the winner will get a performance at the Down Home in Johnson City, Tennessee. Also at the Station Inn Legendary.
Yes.
Station Inn in Nashville. Along with that, you'll go into Hat Creek Recording in Jonesboro. Cut a single that will be released on Turnberry Records out of California. It'll be a nationwide release. So there's some pretty good things to go along with this. Make it worth your while.
And of course, Wayne Taylor, he is the epitome of humility. And he did not say, though, that he will be coaching the winner at Creek.
Oh, coach.
and he will be producing that single that will be released. So you're going to get the benefit of Wayne Taylor when you do this. So, and we're very fortunate to have you do that.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to it. That's always a lot of fun to see, if I can help in any way, or hopefully I don't hurt in any way.
I
That's the only
don't
thing.
think you're going to hurt in any way at all. But, there's a lot of good talent in this area, just right around.
We saw that last year. We saw that last year, and we had a lot of Northeast Tennessee, Southwest Virginia bands come out and do the jamming in the gap. We had jamming in the gap with Carson last year. We had 4 nights of jamming right here.
Right.
And 4 nights of jamming down at Good Times.
Right.
And so, there's people that come out of the woodwork, that come off the mountain, and
Yeah.
my papa told him, said, son, you play banquet over town. So, and they did.
Also, if you come down here on any given Friday or Saturday night in Big Stone Gap, you're gonna see live music. There's lots of people that are local to this area, and they're playing and singing, and it's always entertaining to come down here on the weekend.
I noticed when I drive by down here in front of the municipal building on Wood Avenue here in Big Stone, there's always somebody up there on the marquee that they say is going to be playing music. I am amazed at the number of people here. Amazed.
Absolutely.
We've got, like you said, there's all kinds of talent around here. And a lot of your big name bands, take Wayne, for instance. Yeah, take him. He went from driving coal truck to being the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Well, I got lucky, and I surrounded myself with a bunch of good musicians, and that helps. I'm telling you.
But a lot of those guys are local guys.
Yeah,
Just about every one of them are local.
Absolutely, they are.
So, that should tell you something right there about it. So,
And Wayne, what you were talking about a few minutes ago, you invite everybody to be a part of this. And that's what we like is Blue Highway Fest, the Blue Highway Fest family. And that's what we are. This is a big family that we've been able to, the last few years, this will be our 3rd year, but we're getting more and more people to come from everywhere in the United States and outside the country, in Europe, in the UK. And with Rising Stars Challenge, as you know, we have an entry already from India. We have a bluegrass group from India that wants to play in the Rising Stars Challenge and would love to come to Big Stone Gap.
Absolutely, they will. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was shocking. I didn't know they had bluegrass in India, to be honest with you.
I knew they had it. Japan is a big bluegrass place, is it not?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm like you, I didn't know about India.
Bluegrass is huge in Japan. And listen, I want to make one thing clear. You don't have to be a bluegrass band to enter this.
Exactly.
I don't want anybody to think you have to be playing bluegrass to enter this. Whatever you play, send in an entry.
Yes.
If it's something that we can't do, we can't, but I don't want it to be.
And like Wayne said, whether you're good or not.
And that's right. But it doesn't have to. I don't want anybody to think it's strictly for bluegrass.
No, it's not.
No,
You're right.
not at all.
It's like we were at Down Home for a live presentation on Monday night. And if you remember when we were there, what do you call it's the ETSU takedown, is it? Down Home takeover with the ETSU program there with all of the ETSU bands. There was a Gaelic band there the other night that was just out of this world. They were so good. And that's part of the traditional music that comes out of here, out of Southwest Virginia, before the traditional bluegrass really took root here, is it not?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Lots of different types of music come out of this area, and I feel like it's all somewhat connected with that. So, whether you're awesome or just getting started or whatever, we want people to enter. I think it's really neat when different kinds of music, comes into play and it's not all just one genre.
Right, right. And there'll be 8 shows that will be here at Blue Highway Fest, October 9, 10, 11, and 12 this fall. And right here where we are, right here is where the stage will be. We will be up here on Wednesday night, the 9th, but after it's chosen down to 4. So there'll be 4 groups that will be right here competing, and then we'll have 2 that will go again the next night right here. And then a winner will be chosen to play on the main stage on Saturday with such names as Blue Highway, Del McCurry, Dan Tomensky, Tony Trishka. I mean, what a lineup and what an opportunity for people to get their name out there and play with some big names,
Absolutely. It's a huge honor.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think we had discussed, if you're in the Rising Stars Challenge and you come, are we're gonna do some ticket accommodations for the band members?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So just plan to take the whole week off and come down and hang out with us.
We'll have tickets. Yes, we will have tickets. Now, we cannot pay for your accommodations if you make the finalists, just like the group from India. We can't pay we can't pay their travel expenses.
Well, no, I don't.
But yeah, we'll have tickets for everybody for the festival.
So there are perks to signing up for the Rising Stars Challenge. So you have a good time, regardless.
And Wayne, Blue Highway, you played at Station Inn in Nashville, have you not?
Oh, yeah, numerous times.
Tell us what kind of opportunity that is for these people.
I'll tell you, you never know who's going to show up in the audience at the station. We've been totally shocked and surprised by some of the folks that would come up and introduce themselves to us after we had gotten up there and made fools out of ourselves. No, it really is it's one of the few places to actually see bluegrass in Nashville.
Right.
There's a few other places that do a little bit of bluegrass every now and then. That's all the Station Inn does, and that's all they've done for so many years. And man, everybody, I mean, I know used to be about every time we'd play, and it wasn't just to see us, but Dierks Bentley would be there, because Dierks loved to hang out at the Station Inn. So Dierks would be in the audience,
Right.
And different ones, different people, different songwriters. Just everybody that you can imagine will show up at the Station Inn to see bluegrass. So you never know who you're going to be exposed to.
That's good. And there'll be agents, I'm sure, around in the crowd. And that's one thing about Blue Highway Fest. The last few years, as Kaylee was talking about music in downtown Big Stone, you can circulate. Come down in the evenings during Blue Highway Fest. You can come here to Big Cherry. You can go to Moondog. You can go to Good Times. You can go to Kirkland's, 404, wherever you may go. Country Kitchen. You never know who you will run into. Artists that will be down here jamming, and that was the way it was last year. You never know who you run into.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Well, David, he come in here when the party was getting into that on that Saturday night.
Yeah, him and Jason Davis was down here.
Jason, yeah.
From Dave Kaminsky's band, both of them. That was really, really fun. And you're just jamming, and then in walks these guys and like wanting to jam too. So it's like, those of us who are bluegrass fans are just, kind of picking our jaw up off the floor. It's really, really cool to come around to some of these places after the festival. It's relaxed. It's, have some good food, have a good time.
Yes.
And believe me, Gavin played in Blue Highway for a couple of years. He can have a good time with the best of them. Now, there's no question about that.
Come on down then.
Yep.
He came in there and he said, "Boys, I want to sing a song." I said, "You come to the right place." So let's talk about a minute about Big Cherry and their craft beer that they have? What's the best?
Well, I hope that we're going to have a one of the brewers here. I hope that they're going to be. I hope they're going to be here. But maybe we can do that in a moment and get one of them here. How's that? See if we can get them.
All right.
Because they do have a Blue Highway Fest series. I think they're going to do the same thing this year too.
It's good stuff.
Yes, it
It's
is.
great stuff.
Yes, it is. Yes.
We have two stages. If you're new to the Blue Highway Fest family, we have two stages. We've got a downtown stage, and then we have a park stage. And
Great music at both places. So if you come to one, you might as well come to all of it, all 4 days.
Yeah, and you're right, two stages. We're going to have the 3rd Street downtown stage like last year, right next to the Visitor Center on Wednesday and Thursday, and then over at Bullitt Park, the main stage on Friday and Saturday. And then the way we're going to start it out is around 9 o'clock on Wednesday up until about 11:30, we're going to have the 8 finalists for the Rising Stars Challenge that will be down there in front of the judges. And then we'll kick it in there around 11:30 or noon. We're going to have the ETSU Bluegrass Band will be with us on Wednesday. Then we're going to have the Thomas Castle Band. Thomas is here locally. I believe you guys probably know him. And Missy Raines and Allegheny will be with us on Wednesday. Green River Review. Dave Edgar and Bristol Lightning will be downtown. Then, after that, we're going to have the Writers' Room. Could you tell us a little bit about the Writers' Room?
So I'll tell you, it was one of the coolest things that I've ever been a part of. We've done writers' things at other festivals and stuff. And whoever came up with this idea, it was brilliant, because I've never seen anything quite like this done at another festival. But we had, I think there were 8 of us.
Well,
And that included, myself, Tim Stafford, Sean Lane and his son, Bobby Storms, and some names, Beth Snap, and some names that you may recognize even more. A guy named Tony Arata. If you don't recognize the name, I'll tell you a song he wrote that you might recognize. A little thing called The Dance that he wrote that Garth Brooks recorded. Tony's one of the premier guys on the planet. I mean, one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet in your life. And to hear him do that song, Garth's cut was great. But to hear Tony get up there, just him and the guitar, and do that song, I don't think there was a dry eye in the house.
I remember.
I mean, he brought the place down with that song. And then, of course, the one and only Daryl Scott.
Yes.
Never leave Harlan alive. Do I need to say any more about Daryl Scott than that? I mean, the guy is just
one of the most talented individuals out there.
Ed Snodderly.
Gosh,
Ed
yes.
Snodderly. The guy has a song, the lyrics to one of his songs on the wall at the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Yes.
You know, he runs the Down Home in Johnson City, for any of you who may not know him. Great guy, great songwriter, and you owe it to yourself to hear these people. Because
Yeah.
there's something else, and I know we're all looking forward to doing this again this year.
And that after the writers round, then we're going to have Balsam Range, close it out on Wednesday night. And then after that, we're coming down here to Big Cherry, right here where we are now. And we're going to have the final 4 perform right here with the judges to cut it down to 2 for the Rising Stars Challenge. And then we're going to do some jamming down here. There'll be people here jamming till who knows when.
Oh, yes.
You don't know who you're going to see. That's the cool thing about it. And not only here, but you go to the other places too, downtown. Then on Thursday, we're going to have, we'll start it out, we'll have the Grassfields. We'll have Ralph Finley too and the Clinch Mountain Boys. We're going to have Seldom Seen, Authentic Unlimited downtown, Larry Sparks and the Lonesome Marble, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage. And then to close it out on Thursday, we'll have the Daryl Scott String Band. What do you guys think about this lineup?
I'll tell you what, that's a Saturday lineup at most festivals. I don't know of any festival that wouldn't consider that a Saturday night lineup, and we're fortunate enough to have them on Thursday.
Yes, yes.
So if you think it, well, I can skip a night or two and maybe miss, you're not going to miss, you're going to miss some quality bands and quality entertainment if you're not here. And one thing about the two-stage thing, don't want anybody to misunderstand, we're not going to be running two stages at the same time.
Right.
That's something that, if a festival wants to do that, that's fine. If that works for them, we decided that we don't want people in the position of having to choose where they go, who they're going to listen to. The downtown stage will run Wednesday and Thursday.
Right.
Then everything will move up to Bullock Park. That stage will run Friday and Saturday. So you're not going to have to choose who you want to go see.
Right.
You're going to get to see everybody. And the lineup is just outstanding. It really is.
We're very fortunate to have a lineup like that. And I'm going to tell you, when you get over to Bullock Park and you're looking around and you see the mountains there, what do you think of that? I mean, you remember the first time that you and Tim came over here to look it over. What went through you when we went over to Bullock Park and looked around?
We went over there and looked around, and I'm like, I can't think of a more beautiful setting. Well, then I started thinking about, once they set the stage up and everything, how's that going to blend into everything else? With the backdrop and everything on the stage, it just looks like you're walking from the ball field onto the stage into the mountains. It's like the back of the stage just opens up into the mountains. And it's absolutely beautiful. And that,
like this.
yeah.
Yes.
And that time of the year, the colors are changing and stuff.
Yeah.
And just one of the prettiest places on earth, I think, to have a festival or anything else.
Not to mention, that's where Andrew Beverly's from.
Yeah.
The Andrew Beverly. The one and only.
Yeah, that's just an added feature to it all, ladies and gentlemen. So get your tickets now.
Yeah, absolutely. No extra charge to shake my hand.
Hey, no kidding though. We had a lot of listeners from the Bluegrass Connection coming out last year from a long way away. Connecticut, yeah.
Yes.
A long way away. And they listened to us every week, and we were super excited to meet people and pictures and shake hands, all that fun stuff.
Right now, so here we are on the Bluegrass Connection. Okay, where are we going to right now? For instance, I mean, Connecticut and other places. You guys have a big reach, do you
You
know?
can stream the Bluegrass Connection worldwide on WAXC.com.
Right.
But as far as the 50,000 watts, we get up into West Virginia, some, Kentucky,
East Kentucky.
some of the Carolinas. So if you're going on 26 and you start to drop off just past, Irwin, on 26, you kind of drop off there, but once you start leveling back out, it'll pick back up. But we've got a lot of online listeners that will call us in Texas. Where we at Texas?
I can't remember exactly.
But we've got listeners in Texas.
Okay.
We go to Northeast Tennessee too.
Right.
Our station reaches there without being live on the internet. But
Yeah.
we do reach worldwide that way. So I feel like we have a lot of listeners from all over the place because bluegrass radio shows are few and far between.
Yes.
So I feel like when people find one, I know I've always done that for years. If I find a good bluegrass show that comes on once a week, I'm going to listen to it.
Absolutely.
That's interesting you say that. There's not a lot of bluegrass shows, but we come from an area, and I consider it blessed to have been raised here where we are right now in Southwest Virginia, where bluegrass really, really is strong. The traditional bluegrass sound, Ralph Stanley. And I think of that, the Carter family, just a short ways away. But we're very fortunate to be a part of this right here. And you guys, I know Wayne and I have talked about this, what you folks do to preserve that and keep it going and perpetuate that, you're to be commended for that, because I know this is a labor of love.
It is. It's there's got to be something wrong with you right here to do what we do.
Well, that's why you're paid the big bucks.
Yeah, boy.
Bluegrass, tens of dollars.
$10.
Right.
We The Bluegrass Connection got started in 1986 by Mr. Dale Kennedy.
I remember Dale Kennedy well.
And for those of you that may know Dale Kennedy, if you were a fan of the Bricky Brothers, he played the fiddle for the Bricky Brothers for a long time.
Yes.
And shortly after that, Millard Edwards took over, and Millard did the show for 20 years straight. 20 years
All
straight.
right.
Yeah, all right. But, and then, of course, after Millard retired from the Bluegrass show, Freddie stepped in, Freddie Phillips. I don't know if you're familiar with Freddie, but Freddie stepped in. And Freddie has, Freddie's got a name in radio, announcing radio, and down at the Opry even. He's been in and out of the Opry quite a bit. And then Corey Roberts. Corey Roberts got a big fan base when he did the Bluegrass show. And work took him from us, so he had to call a duty there that he had to go do. And then it landed in our laps. So I think we're trying to, like you said, preserve it and make it bigger and better. And we love to promote the festival. We love talking to people on air, off air. It's just something that we like to do. And if you couldn't tell, I don't know about Kaylee. Yeah, I'm gonna say this about Kaylee too, but both of us could blow up an onion sack.
Andrew more so than me, but I'm a close second. We do love it though. It's really fun to do every week. We have a ball listening. We have a request line so people call in, and we just love talking to everybody that calls in. We get new ones every week, but it seems like we have a lot of regulars. We know them when we pick up the phone. And if you call in, you're probably going to get Andrew or myself, but you're going to talk directly to us. So,
Right.
And something I can say, we're one of the few radio stations, I'd say within a 100-mile radius, that does live bluegrass.
Right.
It's nothing is voice track. It's all. If we mess up, you're gonna hear it.
We're all human.
We're raw talent.
Okay.
Well, and it's not like you two live right across the street from the radio station either.
Well, yeah.
I know Andrew has to travel a little ways. How far do you travel to get over here?
it takes me about an hour and 10 minutes or so to get there one way.
So
So
that's dedication right
yeah,
there.
you gotta love it. You gotta love it to do
Got
that.
to.
Yes. Yeah.
And I do, I think it's important to both of us. We both have kids and, we raised them on bluegrass like we were, and it's just something that gets passed down, and it's really important to both of us. So we want to see it preserved. But that's why this Rising Stars Challenge is super exciting too, because, now people have a chance to really put their talent out there. And we know there's, like we've talked about, there's a ton of talent in this area. So come out. Play,
Yes.
enter. We're just really excited to see who all enters this thing and, how big it can be. I think it's really
We
cool.
want it to get bigger and bigger every year.
It could have the potential to be as big as the festival.
Yes.
Because you never know what could happen. You could have your next IBMA singer-songwriter of the year.
You
come
can.
from the Rising Stars.
That's the thing about it. Everybody has an opportunity. It doesn't matter where you are, where you're from. You can be from anywhere. Come here to Big Stone Gap and showcase what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with that, why don't we show? We want to talk about the Rising Stars Challenge, so we have a little video we can show everybody again. Is that right about it? And then we can take a little break from it, and then we'll be right back. And we have a special guest tonight, Miss Mona Salyer, who has just recently retired from the ETSU Bluegrass program, and she's very familiar with Big Stone Gap and bluegrass music, and we're going to pick her brain for what we can get out of it. So,
Get ready to turn up the volume and light up the stage. Blue Highway Fest is thrilled to introduce a spectacular new event for 2024, the Blue Highway Fest Rising Stars Challenge. Calling all artists and bands, this is your chance to shine at one of the most amazing bluegrass festivals of the year. The IBMA voted Blue Highway Fest Event of the Year in 2023. Submit 2 of your best video performances, one cover and one original, and let our esteemed panel of judges and fans across the globe see your talent. 7 finalists will be selected by our judges and won by you through online voting as the People's Choice. Hurry up, the deadline for submissions is midnight, September 1st, 2024. Don't miss out. Mark your calendars. Finalists will be unveiled at noon on September 15th. Each will battle it out through exhilarating elimination rounds on October 9th and 10th. Winners will score a recording session at Hat Creek, exclusive coaching by Virginia Country Music Hall of Fame member Wayne Taylor, a national record release, and live performances at iconic venues. Imagine yourself here on the Bullet Park stage at Blue Highway Fest 2024, where stars are born. This could be you. Join us at Blue Highway Fest Rising Stars Challenge. Apply now and take your first step towards becoming a legend. Ready to turn up the volume and light up the stage. Blue Highway Fest is thrilled to introduce a spectacular new event for 2024, the Blue Highway Fest Rising Stars Challenge. Calling all artists and bands, this is your chance to shine at one of the most amazing bluegrass festivals of the year. The IBMA voted Blue Highway Fest Event of the Year in 2023. Submit 2 of your best video performances, one cover and one original, and let our esteemed panel of judges and fans across the globe see your talent. 7 finalists will be selected by our judges and won by you through online voting as the People's Choice. Hurry up, the deadline for submissions is midnight, September 1st, 2024. Don't miss out. Mark your calendars. Finalists will be unveiled at noon on September 15th. Each will battle it out through exhilarating elimination rounds on October 9th and 10th. Winners will score a recording session at Hat Creek, exclusive coaching by Virginia Country Music Hall of Fame member Wayne Taylor, a national record release, and live performances at iconic venues. Imagine yourself here on the Bullet Park stage at Blue Highway Fest 2024, where stars are born. This could be you. Join us at Blue Highway Fest Rising Stars Challenge. Apply now and take your first step towards becoming a legend. Get ready to turn up the volume and light up the stage. Blue Highway Fest is thrilled to introduce a spectacular new event for 2024, the Blue Highway Fest Rising Stars Challenge. Calling all artists and bands, this is your chance to shine at one of the most amazing bluegrass festivals of the year. The IBMA voted Blue Highway Fest Event of the Year in 2023. Submit 2 of your best video performances, one cover and one original, and let our esteemed panel of judges and fans across the globe see your talent. 7 finalists will be selected by our judges and won by you through online voting as the People's Choice. Hurry up, the deadline for submissions is midnight, September 1st, 2024. Don't miss out. Mark your calendars. Finalists will be unveiled at noon on September 15th. Each will battle it out through exhilarating elimination rounds on October 9th and 10th. Winners will score a recording session at Hat Creek, exclusive coaching by Virginia Country Music Hall of Fame member Wayne Taylor, a national record release, and live performances at iconic venues. Imagine yourself here on the Bullet Park stage at Blue Highway Fest 2024, where stars are born. This could be you. Join us at Blue Highway Fest Rising Stars Challenge. Apply now and take your first step towards becoming a legend. Get ready to turn up the volume and light up the stage. Blue Highway Fest is thrilled to introduce a spectacular new event for 2024, the Blue Highway Fest Rising Stars Challenge. Calling all artists and bands, this is your chance to shine at one of the most amazing bluegrass festivals of the year. The IBMA voted Blue Highway Fest Event of the Year in 2023. Submit 2 of your best video performances, one cover and one original, and let our esteemed panel of judges and fans across the globe see your talent. 7 finalists will be selected by our judges and won by you through online voting as the People's Choice. Hurry up, the deadline for submissions is midnight, September 1st, 2024. Don't miss out. Mark your calendars. Finalists will be unveiled at noon on September 15th. Each will battle it out through exhilarating elimination rounds on October 9th and 10th. Winners will score a recording session at Hat Creek, exclusive coaching by Virginia Country Music Hall of Fame member Wayne Taylor, a national record release, and live performances at iconic venues. Imagine yourself here on the Bullet Park stage at Blue Highway Fest 2024, where stars are born. This could be you. Join us at Blue Highway Fest Rising Stars Challenge. Apply now and take your first step towards becoming a legend. Get ready to turn up the volume and light up the stage. Blue Highway Fest is thrilled to introduce a spectacular new event for 2024, the Blue Highway Fest Rising Stars Challenge. Calling all artists and bands, this is your chance to shine at one of the most amazing bluegrass festivals of the year. The IBMA voted Blue Highway Fest Event of the Year in 2023. Submit 2 of your best video performances, 1 cover and 1 original, and let our esteemed panel of judges and fans across the globe see your talent. 7 finalists will be selected by our judges and won by you through online voting as the People's Choice. Hurry up, the deadline for submissions is midnight, September 1st, 2024. Don't miss out. Mark your calendars. Finalists will be unveiled at noon on September 15th. Each will battle it out through exhilarating elimination rounds on October 9th and 10th. Winners will score a recording session at Hat Creek, exclusive coaching by Virginia Country Music Hall of Fame member Wayne Taylor, a national record release, and live performances at iconic venues. Imagine yourself here on the Bullet Park stage at Blue Highway Fest 2024, where stars are born. This could be you. Join us at Blue Highway Fest Rising Stars Challenge. Apply now and take your first step towards becoming a legend. Get ready to turn up the volume and light up the stage. Blue Highway Fest is thrilled to introduce a spectacular new event for 2024, the Blue Highway Fest Rising Stars Challenge. Calling all artists and bands, this is your chance to shine at one of the most amazing bluegrass festivals of the year. The IBMA voted Blue Highway Fest Event of the Year in 2023. Submit 2 of your best video performances, 1 cover and 1 original, and let our esteemed panel of judges and fans across the globe see your talent. 7 finalists will be selected by our judges and won by you through online voting as the People's Choice. Hurry up, the deadline for submissions is midnight, September 1st, 2024. Don't miss out. Mark your calendars. Finalists will be unveiled at noon on September 15th. Each will battle it out through exhilarating elimination rounds on October 9th and 10th. Winners will score a recording session at Hat Creek, exclusive coaching by Virginia Country Music Hall of Fame member Wayne Taylor, a national record release, and live performances at iconic venues. Imagine yourself here on the Bullet Park stage at Blue Highway Fest 2024, where stars are born. This could be you. Join us at Blue Highway Fest Rising Stars Challenge. Apply now and take your first step towards becoming a legend.
Well, I guess we're back here now with our special guest, Wayne. We have Mona Salyer here with us. Mona, thank you for being with us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me, Larry.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You just finished up your time at ETSU with the Bluegrass program, then, correct?
Yes, I did. I was working with I was under the College of Arts and Sciences, but I worked primarily with the ETSU Bluegrass Old Time and Roots Music Studies program.
And as you know, right now, the artist in residence is Wayne's fellow band member, and that's Tim Stafford.
Yes, he's doing an amazing job.
Right. Now, Tim, seeing him over there the other night at down home on Monday night, it was really good. He seemed to really be in his.
Yes, he's enjoying the students, and boy, they are getting everything they can from him. A lot of songwriting.
Now, of course, you're familiar with it. You've been there several times down home with the program. What exactly was that the other night that we were there? Tell everybody.
Yeah, so twice a year, the ETSU Bluegrass Old Time and Roots Music Studies program takes over the Down Home, the iconic Down Home in Johnson City, Tennessee. For 4 nights, all the bands play, and there are usually about 30 bands in the program, various genres. I mean, Celtic, old time, bluegrass, sometimes even country. So what they will do is they'll bring 6 bands a night, and this actually, you can equate this to their final exam.
Okay.
So all the things they've been working on all semester with the instructor that they've had, leader, sometimes it's Dan Boner, who's the director of the program, but sometimes it's, it's other folks like
some local musicians, or, Tim Stafford has a band that he works with. So Hunter Berry worked with them before in the past. So a lot of different folks will come in and be their leaders. They're learning from the best. And then they come that night to give them an opportunity to be on the stage, hear the feedback from the audience, and it just grows them as a student and a future bluegrass artist.
Wayne and I were sitting there the other night, we were listening. We were just amazed at the talent out of these young people.
Absolutely, and it's one of the great things. Our dobro player Gary Hultman is a graduate of that program, and I know so many more who have come out of that and gone into playing music professionally. And it's amazing the talent that goes through there, and it's amazing the contribution that program makes to touring bluegrass bands all over the country. So it's a great thing, and I know Tim is so proud of it and so proud to be a part of it. I know that. He doesn't make any secret about that.
No, he doesn't. We're grateful for that. That really helps the program. It helps get the word out. It is the premier program of its kind in the world. And we have had students not only from across the nation, but, worldwide. So we always have some folks from Japan. We'll have from Middle East, from Eastern Europe. It's just wonderful for them to come in and bring their take on bluegrass to the program. It's exciting.
The last couple of years, we've had the ETSU Bluegrass students serve as volunteers here at Blue Highway Fest. And I do know for a fact they did a fantastic job on the stage, getting everybody set up, getting them off on. They did a super job. And the cool thing about it is, I talked to several of them, and they were talking about how much they're learning. Firsthand and watching the artists there and seeing how they perform and what they do. They're getting a firsthand view like something that they otherwise would not have.
Oh, yeah, they're watching their heroes and getting up close and personal. So what they're learning is just invaluable to their degree, to what their future is going to be in the industry.
Yeah. We listened to the Gaelic band the other night. That was especially good. As far as I was concerned, anyway, I really enjoyed that.
When you pull out the penny whistle, you got me from the first note.
Yeah.
I'm serious about
Yeah.
that. I love Irish Celtic music. It's just, I don't know what it is about it, but I absolutely love it.
Yes, and that band was led by Will McMoran. Should look him up on YouTube. He's fabulous, but he runs that band. His mother is Jane McMoran, and she runs the Celtic program for the Appalachian Studies.
Right. Okay, now where are you from originally?
Okay, so I originally was born in Salford, Virginia. I grew up in a company town in Placerco, Virginia. Later moved to Glade, went to school at Virginia Tech, and then moved to Bristol, Virginia. So I have been in Southwest Virginia my whole life.
Okay, so now you were a part of the movie Big Stone Gap, were you not?
I did spend a really wonderful day doing that filming.
Tell everybody about that.
Oh, so it was one of the greatest days of my life. Really, it was exciting. So we had a scene that was at the church, the Methodist church here in town. And what I loved about Adriana, the favorite daughter of Big Stone Gap, is that she wanted everybody who came to be in it. No matter what, she was going to put you in the scene, but it depended on what you were wearing, how close you got to 1979 as to where you would be placed in the church. So I graduated from high school in 1979.
Okay.
I got up at 3 a.m. that morning and did my best Farrah Fawcett hair, and I got up on the front row. And so that was a wonderful day where I had Whoopi Goldberg behind me, I had Ashley Judd in front of me, and Jenna Elfman beside me. So it was just a wonderful day. And then just to see Adriana working, Patrick Wilson, all the folks and to bring such wonderful light to this town.
Right.
I mean, it was fabulous.
Big Stone Gap's had a few things happening in the last few years. No question. It's quite vibrant here. Like on Wednesday night, here we are. We've got a lot of people here at Big Cherry Brewery in downtown, mingling around. There's a lot going on.
And the most fabulous backdrop that anybody could imagine. With the way it lays in Powell Valley here in the mountains, it's unbelievable.
But tell us about your your history with music and bluegrass here in the southwest part of Virginia.
Yes,
Tell
and
us about it.
I was listening to what you all were, the segment before this, and you're really just talking about how traditional bluegrass, here, I grew up with that. It was my dad's favorite. My mother knew every word to every bluegrass ballad there was, so I just grew up with it. And then when I was in high school, I started playing myself and was in a little band, and then played for a while in college. But, I think that life happens. You get busy. When I came to ETSU, and was the fundraiser for the bluegrass program, I felt like I was coming home after a long journey. I was back in bluegrass again. And what I learned is that the bluegrass I grew up with had grown exponentially in the following. I learned that there were people all across the country who were interested in what we were doing and who were just, couldn't get enough of it. So I started traveling with the band, really to become more fluent in what they were doing. So I'd go to Florida with them. I would go to, other events that they had, and just really enjoyed talking to those folks across the country who would sometimes just catch the program on YouTube and learn about bluegrass that way. And just like, how can we keep the future of this bright? And, what can we do? And that's where, we help them get involved.
Right. And we're talking about, bluegrass and ETSU bluegrass too, but we consider ETSU Bluegrass, the program, to be a big part of Blue Highway Fest. We really, really like their involvement, and we want to do whatever we can to help promote and talk about ETSU Bluegrass, just as I hope that they will do the same with us, which they do.
Yes, they do.
And we truly try to support them. We actually have you know.
Yes, let me
that's
tell you.
how you and I met.
That is how we met, Larry, and what a wonderful way to meet is that you all so generously, you had raffled off a wonderful instrument. And from the proceeds from that, you began the scholarship, the Blue Highway Fest Scholarship at ETSU. And we have a student every year who is able to use that scholarship. And that makes such an incredible difference for our students to have that kind of support and that help with their tuition. So we're grateful for what you all have done.
We're grateful
And,
for ETSU, what they're doing and continuing to do for us. Without question, there's no doubt about it.
Well,
Dan is doing a great job. Dan Palmer.
he's a little fireball. He really is. And the fact that the ETSU Bluegrass Pride Band is first on the schedule for Blue Highway Fest is exciting. It's a great way to start it off. I
It
think.
is. Yes, it is. Okay, you've been to Blue Highway Fest, both years?
No, but last year when the band was playing.
Okay, all right. So tell everybody, if you don't mind, what should people expect when they come to Blue Highway Fest and come to Big Stone Gap, Virginia, which you know both. Blue Highway Fest you know about Big Stone. What should people expect?
Well, first of all, I would just encourage them to not only buy a 4-day ticket and just plan on being here all 4 days, but in any downtime they have to explore Big Stone too, because I've been coming here my whole life. It's one of my favorite places to bring friends. But I love coming to the museum, the Southwest Virginia Museum. There's tremendous history there. It talks about the history of the coal mining here. I love exploring the restaurants here. I love taking the walk, that nice walk around the town. There's a nice paved path that you can walk.
Talking about the green belt around. Yes.
I've camped here before, so if people are thinking about coming to camp, wonderful camping facilities. So that I would just say, do some of that. I'm a big hiker. I also like some of the hikes that are nearby, so I would encourage you to take it all in. But as far as the Blue Highway Fest, I was, with the Bluegrass program last year, and so I was a little bit limited in what I was doing. I was busy with them, but I could tell what was going on. The excitement was incredible. The stage was wonderful. Just the enthusiasm of the crowd. So it was a great experience for us.
Wayne can comment on the artists, and we have a lot of good feedback from the artists that come here. Wayne, you can talk about that a minute if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely. When we first started talking about this, the one thing that Larry emphasized, he said, what I want is a festival that not only the fans want to come back to year after year, but that the artists want to come back to it year after year. That's one of the reasons that they wanted Blue Highway involved. They asked us, they said, what we want you guys to do is tell us what you know it takes to make a good festival. And it seemed like everything we'd say, and this is a testament to the town of Big Stone Gap and how much behind this whole thing they've been all along. Everything we'd say, they'd be like, okay, we can do that. Okay, we can do that. And they didn't balk at anything we said. So we accomplished that. For the last 2 years, we've run across so many of our friends on the road and stuff that have played the festival, and they're like, man, we can't wait. We hope you guys can have us back. Excuse me, that we want to come back to Blue Highway because we know what it takes, how to treat people backstage, how to treat the artists, how to treat the volunteers, how to treat everyone, so that they can enjoy the experience too. The fans, it's the same way with the fans. I haven't had anybody come to me and complain about anything at Blue Highway, and that's unusual. I was prepared for somebody to complain about something, and they just haven't done it. And the volunteers, everybody talks about how helpful all the volunteers are. This includes everybody from ETSU that volunteers. They're just good people, and I think that transcends everything else. Is the fact, and we talked about this, and I refer to it as the Blue Highway. The Blue Highway Fest family.
Yes.
We want it to be a family experience. We want people to come here and feel like they're coming back to a family reunion. Both the artists, the fans, the volunteers, and believe it or not, we have volunteers that say, we enjoy volunteering at Blue Highway. We really enjoy it. We're not doing it just to be there. We enjoy it. And boy, I mean, that's a testament to everybody and the amount of work that they put into this.
We at the end of each festival, we do a little survey. We send it out to the attendees, people that come to it. And we ask them to list the 3 things that they consider the most important things to them as to what they like about Blue Highway Fest. Without fail, number 1, I always say the lineup. The lineup, I love the lineup. It's the best lineup anywhere as far as I'm concerned. Number 2 is the accessibility of Big Stone Gap. When you think about it, you have a 4-lane from everywhere. Knoxville, Asheville, Roanoke, wherever you're coming from, you have a 4-lane all the way until you get off up here just a little ways from right here in downtown Big Stone. And without question also is the hospitality of the people and the friendliness of the people. But those are the 3 things that people like about Blue Highway Fest, and we're so very fortunate. And like Wayne said, we like to let everybody know that we want them to be a part of the Blue Highway Fest family. And that's what we try to put out. And hopefully that's what you felt when you were here.
Yes, yes. And I've heard those wonderful comments that Wayne talked about from both the people who were attending, volunteers, and the artists. And I think it's no wonder that this festival, in its first year, received Event of the Year for IBMA. I mean, that is surprising that someone would receive that the first year, but not surprising given the way it operated. And I think that's kudos to you all.
Well, believe me, we were shocked, surprised. Any other adjective you want to throw in there?
It was exciting.
I told the guys here in town, I said, that just doesn't happen. I've been around this music, this business, and IBMA for a long time. That just doesn't happen.
And a big part of that is the volunteers and the community who, because they truly, it is Southwest Virginia hospitality, and you know that being a resident and being originally from Southwest Virginia.
Well, it's a community. That's what we have here to offer is a community, and we'll make you feel welcome. We want you to come back.
Absolutely.
So we want to show you everything we have, the best we have. So
Absolutely.
Yes. It's exciting.
Yes.
And I will just put a plug in for volunteering. You know, Larry, that this is my first year being a retiree, and one of the first things I did was go online and fill out my
Well-
volunteer sheet.
And we're certainly going to take you up on that. And you got a group of people, you got 8 or 10 people that you're bringing with you, right?
Yes, I'm encouraging them to fill out their paperwork and come and be a part of it this week.
Well, we really appreciate it.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
really, because it is, Mona, it is people like you that make Blue Highway Festival events, and we really appreciate it. We truly do.
Well, I believe in what you're doing here, and having been around bluegrass a lot the last 5 years. Well, and you're right. It's not just bluegrass. Bluegrass, it's old time. It's other Americana type music. So what I loved about the lineup, and have loved every year about the lineup, is you've got such a great mix of those who were here last year. So if you loved what you heard last year, you can hear some of that again. But a good mix of new folks who haven't been here before. So it's fabulous.
And go ahead, Doug.
Then, of course, we always throw Scythian into the
goodness.
mix.
I'm
And
such a
those
fan.
guys, I'm telling you, if those guys can't get you off your feet, you may need to go to the hospital.
I agree.
mean, they are incredible. Some of the nicest guys on the planet. We work closely with them. They're helpful in every possible way they can be, and great entertainers.
Oh, they are. I have been a fan of theirs and followed them for several years now, and they speak very highly of this festival. So
They're good people.
Yeah,
I
they
think
are.
you had a Facebook Live or something with them at one point, did
We
you?
did. We did.
I saw that. Yes.
We did. We consider them a part of the core group.
Oh, that's a strong core.
Right here. And they are a big part of it. Big part of it.
But I would say to that, every year there will be a new Scythian to come up, a new group that you'll just fall in love with, and you'll start following, and just, if you didn't come, you wouldn't be exposed to them, you wouldn't know. So that's the important part of
It
coming and
is.
being
And
here.
I'll tell you, somebody else that's really important to this festival is Ralph Stanley II.
Yes.
Ralph was going to try to be with us today. He had a dentist appointment today and not feeling too good right now, but Ralph, if you're out there listening, he knows it. He is a big part of this festival right here. And he's got a festival coming up here just about a month.
Yeah, I think it's like the 22nd through the 25th of May. And some band called Blue Highway is going to be there on the 23rd. Yeah, but they do. I mean, that festival's been going on. This is like the 53rd annual, I think, Hills of Home Festival.
Hills of Home.
So if you're looking for a way to get your summer started off right
Amen.
with great bluegrass, come to McClure and be with us.
Yes,
Yeah.
and highly recommend spending time with Ralph and Randall and the crew up there. And I tell you, Ralph, and I've told Ralph about his father. It's a very special place in my heart here in Glencoe Cemetery in Big Stone Gap. My mom and dad are married. And Ralph, his father, came to the graveside and sang Amazing Grace a cappella with Jack Cook, and I believe it was Junior Blankenship, and she passed after 86. And I will never forget that, and I will forever hold Ralph's dad, especially in my heart, and I will never forget that. Those are the kind of people, that's the kind of camaraderie and what we have here in Southwest Virginia, and a part of it that we were talking about. It's special.
Yeah, well, I think I mentioned to you that we just attended the John Fox Literary Festival recently,
Yes.
and that was a big part of our conversation. Adriana Trigiani came, Barbara Kingsolver came here to Big Stone Gap, and had that conversation, and it was really just about the strong community that we enjoy here. We can't take it for granted. I mean,
No,
it's
no.
people who are there when you need them, and we're eager to support
You
them.
gotta experience it to truly understand what we're talking about. When you come here, you will feel it, and you will experience it, then you will really, really know what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much. Well, you should tell them the name that we came up with for the new
Well, yeah, yes, we're talking about, Mona suggested the Appalachian,
Appalachian Idol.
Appalachian Idol.
That's the way they should think of it.
But Appalachian Idol.
I think that's the way they need to think about it. It could really launch their career like we've seen those folks launch.
And
So
like I said at the Down Home the other night, we can always rename Tim, call him maybe Floyd Kyle or something instead of Simon. Simon's bluegrass brother.
I saw the crazy eyebrows a little bit when you called him Simon Cowell. That was a good one.
Good, I like that. I like that. Well, thank you for coming.
Thanks so much
and
for
we'll-
having me. I
we'll
look
do-
forward to
we'll
Blue Highway
do-
Fest.
Well, we look forward to having you here, and we'll do this again.
Sure, sounds good. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.